Let us pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness have appointed the offices of leaders and parliaments for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor us, your servants, whom you've been pleased to call to the performance of important trusts in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and a faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country, and of those whose interests you've committed to our charge. Amen. Next order.
Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
There is a report on petition by residents of Bahati regarding adoption of embryo transplant technology for dairy farming in Nakuru County. Chairperson, Committee on Agriculture.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I'm Isabela Makori, MCA Subukia, and the Chair Agriculture. The County Assembly received a petition from Mr. Peter Nyaga from Bahati Sub-County. The petitioner implored the County Assembly to consider a petition regarding embryo transplant technology in Nakuru County. Pursuant to Standing Order 205, the Honorable Speaker committed the petition to the Committee on Agriculture for consideration. The Sectoral Committee on Agriculture is established in the second schedule of the County Assembly of Nakuru Standing Orders and is mandated to deal with all matters relating to agriculture, including crop and animal husbandry, livestock cereals, county abatas, plant and animal disease control, and fisheries, veterinary services, excluding regulation of the profession, animal control and welfare. Mr. Speaker, sir, the committee membership is listed and members can access. Honorable Speaker, I wish to express gratitude to your office and the office of the Clerk of the County Assembly for the support extended to the committee in discharging its mandate. I appreciate the committee members for their valuable dedication to this subject matter. On behalf of the committee, it is now my present duty to present this petition report on the Committee on Agriculture and the petition regarding embryo transplant technology in Nakuru County. Pursuant to Article 119 of the Constitution of Kenya, as read together with Section 15 of the County Governments Act, Cap 265, Laws of Kenya, and Standing Order number 197 and 198, Article 1A of the County Assembly of Nakuru Standing Orders, the Office of the Clerk received a petition from Mr. Peter Nyaga, resident of Bahati Sub-County, Nakuru County, urging the County Assembly to consider embryo transplant technology in Nakuru County. This petition was reported and subsequently committed to the Sectoral Committee on Agriculture for consideration pursuant to Standing Order number 205, Section 1. The petition was communicated on the floor of the House on Tuesday, 27 May 2025. reasons for consideration, the petition drew the attention of the County Assembly of the following reasons for considering. Number one, that the county government adopts embryo transplant technology as a strategic intervention to enhance dairy productivity. Two, the county buys and house donor cows at Lanet ADC and UON, harvest embryo and inseminate the surrogate mother. Number three, that the budgetary provisions be made to support embryo transfer services for smallhold farmers. And four, that partnerships be established with research institutions to ensure quality and sustainability. So their prayer was, the petitioner urged the County Assembly of Nakuru to consider embryo transplant technology in Nakuru County. The committee's decision on the matter was guided by the following legal framework. Constitution of Kenya 2010, Article 37 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 stipulates that every person has the right, peaceably and unarmed, to assemble, to demonstrate, to picket, and to present petitions to public authorities. In view of the legal provisions herein stated above, the committee resolved to invite the petitioner for oral submissions. The committee, upon receipt of the petition, invited the petitioners to ascertain the issues raised in the petition in accordance with Article 37 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. The committee accorded the petitioners fair hearing. And I know members can follow because it is a list of very long submissions. And the committee observation were as follows. Number one, the petitioners were well informed and driven by the need for improved daily income. The committee noted that the petitioners, led by Mr. Chege, Peter Nyaga, and a group, demonstrated a strong understanding of the potential of embryo transplant technology. Their submission reflected not only awareness of the scientific process, but also a clear articulation of the economic pressures faced by smallholder farmers. Two, the petitioners were not only motivated by economic outcomes, but also showed a proactive attitude towards modernizing livestock practices and keeping pace with innovations piloted in other counties. Number three, existing county policies are silent on advanced reproductive technologies. A policy review revealed that current county-level agricultural and livestock strategies do not explicitly address the use of reproductive biotechnologies beyond artificial insemination. The County Livestock Development Plan and the CIDP 2023-2027 focus largely on breed improvement through AI, feed and pasture development, and veterinary outreach and disease control. There is no clear legislative or policy framework guiding the adoption, regulation, training, or financing of embryo transplant technology. This creates an implementation gap and legal ambiguity, which may hinder program rollout unless addressed through appropriate amendments or policy addenda. Budgetary allocation for livestock breeding is currently focused on AI and extension services. The committee reviewed the Department of Agriculture budgetary allocation for the 2024-2025 financial year and noted that a significant portion of funds under livestock development is earmarked for AI services. additional funds toward veterinary extension services, farmer capacity building, and input support. No budget line currently exists for embryo transfer, whether for procurement of embryos, technician training, or equipment. Equity concerns must be addressed to ensure access by smallhold and resource-poor farmers. While embryo transplant has the potential to revolutionize dairy farming, the committee noted with concern that the higher upfront cost between 15,000 and 25,000 per procedure could exclude smallhold and marginalized farmers. Recommendations: that the county government of Nakuru, through the Department of Agriculture, should officially adopt embryo transfer technology as a key strategic intervention to significantly enhance dairy productivity within the county. 2, that the county government of Nakuru, through the Department of Agriculture, should procure and house high-quality donor cows at the Ranet Agricultural Development Center, ADC, in collaboration with the University of Nairobi, to facilitate the harvesting of embryos and insemination of surrogate mother cows. That the county government of Nakuru, through Department of Agriculture, should allocate specific budgetary provisions to support embryo transfer services, targeting smallholder dairy farmers to promote inclusivity and increase productivity. That the county government of Nakuru, through the Department of Agriculture, should establish and strengthen partnerships with research institutions, including universities and agricultural research centers, to ensure the quality, sustainability, and continual innovation of embryo transfer services. That the county government of Nakuru, through the Department of Agriculture, should bridge policy gaps regarding advanced reproductive technologies through initiating and developing of Nakuru County livestock development policy, and to include reproductive biotechnology such as embryo transfer, IVF, and genomic selection. And lastly, develop policy guidelines and standards operating procedures, SOPs, for embryo transfer, drawing from national veterinary standards and best practices from other counties. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Chair. I will allow 3 members to comment on that petition report. Any member who want to comment on that? The Honourable Member for Elbagon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, agriculture is a devolved function, as the Chairperson stated, and it is the responsibility of the county government of Nakuru to make sure that it have capacitated the farmers so that they can be able to adapt to the current technology that we are employing currently globally in the agricultural field. Mr. Speaker, you realize the kind of the farming that majority of our farmers are engaging on is a traditional farming that has actually been passed by time. The kind of the milk that we produce, we are producing low levels of milk. The yield for the cows that you usually have, they are very low, Mr. Speaker, compared with other countries that we are saying that we can be able now to be facing them into the competitions in as far as agriculture is concerned. Mr. Speaker, you know that we've been saying that agriculture is the backbone of our economy as a country and also as a county. But if you compare to the sum of the technology we are using and the kind of the things, inputs that we are giving, they have been passed by time. Mr. Speaker, our county have been using AI, that is artificial insemination, and the productivity does not improve. Now, with this technology of embryo transplant, Mr. Speaker, I believe we can be able to have proper breeds that are going to feed not only this county, but also the country. Mr. Speaker, you realize every morning, every household must consume milk. During the day, every household must consume the milk. By capacitating our farmers and giving them this technology, We are going to ensure that, Mr. Speaker, we have at least provided the daily meals, we have provided everything, and the cash flow to our farmers is going to improve. Mr. Speaker, therefore, I would wish to support what the chair have said, but also to implore the County Department of Agriculture to make sure that they have gone to, and they have at least set aside some amount to go to this venture. Mr. Speaker, it may seem expensive, but if they can partner with some of the farms, big farms that we have here, and running institutions that we have here. For instance, we have Alvist here that is doing very well in dairy. If the county can partner with them, we also have Carlo, we have ADC, we have Egerton here, Mr. Speaker. These institutions are willing, so that even their students can learn. They are willing, if we can put some capital there, to provide for our farmers as the students are running. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I would wish to support and to look forward to the implementation during the budget making process, that there shall be some amount going to that venture. Mr. Speaker, you don't need to actually sometimes to be providing farmers with some small soft hardware, Mr. Speaker. We need to give them practical things like this program, Mr. Speaker. Other than even, they were telling us they are vaccinating. Farmers can be able to vaccinate, but we can be able to take advantage of whatever resources we have. Finally, Mr. Speaker, we have a program that is called NAF-CDP, or that was a defunct NARIC, Mr. Speaker, that has money for the value chain of milk production. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, if those resources, all of them can be taken towards this embryo transplant, Mr. Speaker, I can assure you, in the next 5 years, Mr. Speaker, I'll also be a farmer, and I'll be producing a lot of milk with this technology. Therefore, I beg to support this technology and to request the department to make sure that in the next budget, there shall be money for embryo transplant.
Thank you. The Honourable Member for Menenga East.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to support this idea of embryo transplant. Mr. Speaker, having the idea that dairy is one of the value chains that we are having in our NAF-CDP program. And Mr. Speaker, as my colleague have said, is that if at all we have a good budgetary allocation, this is something that can be able to have a lot of milk production in our county. Mr. Speaker, the only obstacle that we may have is that we may start as a pilot. We start as a pilot project, and then we escalate to other areas whereby we can be able to have, or we have seen the production lies. Mr. Speaker, the only problem we are having in this county is that the good ideas and the policies are not implemented. Mr. Speaker, this is one of the priorities that is supposed to be budgeted in this county, such that, Mr. Speaker, we are going to have our youth feature in dairy farming. Mr. Speaker, we have most of our cows, our dairy cattle, producing a kilo of, or a liter of milk daily. And when, in terms of consumption, they consume thousands and thousands of kilos of feed, Mr. Speaker, whereby when you check the cost of production, it's so high. So that's why, Mr. Speaker, this idea is very good, such that we are going to have animals which can be able to produce and give enough dues to our farmers. So, Mr. Speaker, I rise to support the idea.
Thank you. The Honourable Deputy Speaker.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I rise to support this report and say that indeed, as a county government, we need to employ the new technology. And from tradition, Nakuru is known for food basket, and we need to invest. And as the population is growing, Mr. Speaker, sir, this embryo technology, having done some research, is being used in the development countries like Holland and all that. And you find a cattle producing more than 60 liters of milk per day. And as my colleague has said, in our area you find a cattle producing less than 5 liters, but consuming more than 20 kgs of feed. So we don't get value for money. So it's high time as government, as the chair was reading, she said that this technology is a little bit expensive, but I think as a country or as a county, we need to invest in this because the long-term benefit outweighs the initial capital. So I want to rise and support and say that we need now as a government to employ this technology and help our farmers to improve in the fertility and even improve the breed that we have. Because this technology, if you look at it clearly, it improves on what we have. So it's good if we can put our money there, and indeed, as a country, we have a future to protect whereby we'll be feeding our population. So I rise to support, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. Now the petitioners will be informed. However, as members are submitting or hearing their views, there is an important opportunity, or rather very significant opportunity that arises from other development partners and partnerships that can be built around that. Possibly the Honorable Chairperson and your committee, you could invite the department to see on the possible areas of partnership so that now this is realized. So thank you. Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
No papers. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
No statements. Next order.
Order number 8, motion.
Mr. Speaker.
The Honorable Member for Menengai East.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I realize on standing order number 36 on a matter of county importance of the dismissal of our clerical officers in this county.
The Honorable Member for Menengai, do you have supporters, members who are supporting that cause?
Of course, Mr. Speaker, you can see them, they have risen almost 20.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah, proceed.
Thank you for that chance. Mr. Speaker, by yesterday evening, 24 clerical officers from the county government of Nakuru got letters of dismissal. And Mr. Speaker, I can read the names of the members dismissed. Number 1, Kenneth Kamau Okemwa, Alice Nyamisa Gishana, Naomi Wamaitha Thiongo, Kennedy Kipkemoi Kirwa, Caroline Wangui Githia, Sylvia Joaquin Joroge, Simon Kigo, Scholastica Gesele Basweti, David Marwa Nyamora, Anjeri Moranja, Amos Mwangi Mboe, Esther Wajiru Masharia, Nchagwa Nelson Gati, Anthony Bogwa, Pius Masana Kerario, Ruth Mwasia, Felix Shebi, Esther Wajiko Kamau, Maurice Odhiambo, Esther Chepto Kiptai, Simon Kiplagat Korir, Maureen Saibara, Henley Mawira, and Livingstone Jogona. Mr. Speaker, these are members, employees of this county government that were employed on 27th January 2014 through a competitive vetting by the Public Service Board of Nakuru. Mr. Speaker, these 24 members were recruited and they were dispatched to various departments in this county. Mr. Speaker, these members yesterday got dismissal letters, and Mr. Speaker, there is no disciplinary case that have been given outright to these members. Mr. Speaker, that's why I rise here, because the county or the Rogue executive have dismissed these members without showing cause. Mr. Speaker, last year, there were members who were recruited by this county government, and they were given names or name of coordinators. Mr. Speaker, we questioned this on where are these members getting their budgetary allocations on terms of payments. These members who were employed back in 2014, these members, Mr. Speaker, had a budgetary allocation. So we don't see any reason whatsoever why the county government, through the county secretary, why they need to dismiss these members. Remember, the person who have signed this letter by the name Kibosia, this is somebody we vetted the other day, Mr. Speaker. And before even 2 months, I don't think even have got his payment or his salary, he have started dismissing our colleagues, our brothers. Mr. Speaker, you know how hardship it is this time. And Mr. Speaker, somebody gets the guts to sign a dismissal letter to a father, to a mother who is being looked at by several members of his family. Mr. Speaker, this is wrong, this is immoral, and Mr. Speaker, we would like to urge the executive to reinstate these members with immediate effect. Mr. Speaker, these members may get stress. They have loans to repay, Mr. Speaker. And if at all we allow this movement to move on, we are going to fight even other members being dismissed, Mr. Speaker. We urge the executive to reinstate these members unconditionally, Mr. Speaker. So I will urge the members of this House to debate this motion in the better terms possible to make sure that the county executive reinstates these members. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, the Honourable Member for Menengai West. The Honourable Member for Menengai, Menengai East, sorry for that. The Honourable Member for Menengai West. You wanted to comment on the same? Or you had a different?
Asante sana Bwana Spika kwa kunipatia hiyo fursa kujadili na kusapoti yale ambayo mwenzangu amezungumzia kwamba wafanyikazi hao wamesimamishwa kazi na wamesimamishwa kwa njia ambao ni tatanishi. Bwana Spika, vile mwenzangu amezungumza na akasema hao wafanyikazi waweze kurudishwa kwa kazini mwao, inafaa ifanyike hivyo kwa sababu hatujapata barua yoyote ambayo inahusika na kutokuwa na nidhamu kwa wafanyikazi hao, Na pia Bwana Spika, vile amezungumza, inaguza sana kwa sababu wale ni wazazi wetu, wengine ni mandugu zetu, wengine pia ni madada zetu. Wako na madeni, wamechukua loan kwa mabenki, na bila hata kuwapatia muda ama wakati wa kuweza kujadiliana kuhusu ajira yao, wameweza kufutwa kazi. Bwana Spika, hii inaleta aibu sana kwa katika kaunti yetu ya Nakuru, aswa kule nje. Bwana Spika, wananchi pale mashinani wakisikia kwamba County Government of Nakuru kupitia yule CEO ambaye tulimwajiri hivi majuzi ameweza kufuta wafanyikazi, Bwana Spika, italeta shida zaidi hata kwa gavana wetu, Bwana Spika. So ningependa kuomba serikali yetu ya county iweze kuchukulia maneno hayo kwa makini zaidi, iweze kuwarudisha wafanyikazi hao pale kazini, na iweze kuchukua muda kuweza kuscrutinize ama kuangalia kwa umakini shida ilitoka wapi ili watu hawa wakaweza kufutwa kazi. Bwana Spika, kupitia ombi la mwenzetu na nguvu ambayo tumepewa kama hii nyumba ya bunge, tunaomba Bwana Spika, wafanyikazi hawa waweze kurejeshwa pale kazini. Asante.
Thank you. The Honorable Member for Shabab, and then the Honorable Member for Elementaita, in that order.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to rise and air my concerns about the going-ons about the staff who are being rendered jobless by the newly appointed CEO. And Mr. Speaker, it's a very sad situation. It's a very, very sad situation. These are parents, Mr. Speaker. They have kids. They are paying their daily dues. And yet, without even being given a notice, you are given a letter of termination, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, according to what we've seen from the letter that they were given for termination, this letter claimed that they were sent to go and pick up another letter for appointment at the public service offices, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as far as I know, Mr. Speaker, if already I have an appointment letter, unless this appointment letter that I have is withdrawn, I cannot be given another appointment letter, Mr. Speaker. And that was not done, Mr. Speaker. It's a matter of concern because the former CEO who was there, according to what we are hearing, is that he refused to terminate the contract of the 14 members, the 24 members, Mr. Speaker. I don't know how our friend Mr. Kibusia was duped to sign those termination letters, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Kibusia is not a person who can do such a thing unless he was either under duress or I don't know what, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, I'm really saddened by what has really happened, Mr. Speaker, and hope that they are going to move very fast to correct this anomaly. And we, as members of this county assembly, Mr. Speaker, majority of members who are in this house are not happy at the happenings of at the executive side of the county assembly, county of Nakuru. So, Mr. Speaker, as I sit, I'm hoping and praying that they're going to correct what they have done, and they're going to give these young people time to continue working. And Mr. Speaker, I'm surprised that even some of them were given promotions by the same county service board that has written a letter for their termination. So how do you promote somebody then again, after some times you go and write another letter of termination, Mr. Speaker? Unless the people who are the county service board don't know what they are doing. They should not even be there. They should even resign and let these other people do their work, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, I rest my case, saying that I support that the people who have been rendered jobless be given an opportunity to go back to their work. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. The Honourable Member for Elementaita.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I have risen to support the mover of the motion, Mr. Speaker, because of...
Honourable Member, it's not a motion, it's a matter of county importance.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the guidance. Honourable Speaker, this afternoon we have received very shocking news of 24 individuals who are employed 11 years later, but they have been rendered jobless without valid reasons. Mr. Speaker, these are people who are employed on merit basis because of the various qualifications that they hold. But Mr. Speaker, somebody whom we vetted not even 2 months ago has proceeded to render 24 people jobless. Mr. Speaker, this is unacceptable because procedurally, somebody cannot be fired without valid reasons. Mr. Speaker, from the information I have, is that there was no disciplinary action against these people who are fired. They did not commit any crime, Mr. Speaker. There was no proper prior notice that they will be fired, Mr. Speaker. They were not unable to perform their duties. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, these people were fired without reasons. And as the oversight to the executive, this is unacceptable and this will not be tolerated. And Mr. Speaker, if this CEO proceeds and fires these 24 individuals, then he will follow them, Mr. Speaker. In fact, in our committee, we are in the process of putting or including the impeachment of chief officers in our standing orders. So that when that process is complete, CEO Kibusia is rendered jobless. Because, Mr. Speaker, the way he has rendered jobless to these 24 people, then he should also be rendered jobless because, Mr. Speaker, this is very inhumane. I imagine today if I'm fired, Mr. Speaker, I have mortgage loan, I have car loan, I have university loan, I have other loans. Mr. Speaker, where will I get money to pay, Mr. Speaker? I can imagine these people have loans, they have families, they have children at school. Then you have just woken one day and fired these people. Mr. Speaker, as I conclude, I beseech you, call these people tomorrow, Mr. Speaker, through the powers conferred to you, Mr. Speaker. Call these people tomorrow in this House so that we can deal with them once and for all and make sure that these people are reinstated to their job. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, the Honourable Member for Rementator. The Honourable Member for Elbagon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's indeed unfortunate that people have been sent home, and we cannot entertain such kind of matters, Mr. Speaker, because we need to have some legal basis as per the labor rules. But however, Mr. Speaker, I tend to be confused, Mr. Speaker, because I do not know how these individuals who have been terminated, how that letter was stating, what were the reasons, and the background, Mr. Speaker. I wish to be furnished with such kind of information, Mr. Speaker, so that, Mr. Speaker, even when we be having the proper grounds, Mr. Speaker, even to call the CEO and the CC and the board's chairperson, Mr. Speaker, we'll be having some latitude even to interrogate them, Mr. Speaker. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I would wish, Mr. Speaker, to be furnished such kind of letters so that I can be able even to comment further and to give my input, Mr. Speaker. So that, Mr. Speaker, when we be living here, Mr. Speaker, we will not be trivializing our time and the time for this assembly, Mr. Speaker. How I wish, Mr. Speaker, I'll be furnished with such kind of materials so that, Mr. Speaker, I can be able even to prosecute this matter properly and to give even the feedback properly, Mr. Speaker, and even to advise ourselves as a House the direction that we are supposed to take. Mr. Speaker, however, I have heard that majority of them have come from the procurement department, where majority of them, you are interacting with them for the last 7 years or so, Mr. Speaker. But, Mr. Speaker, if given that material, the letter for dismissal, how they were engaged, the terms of engagement, and the reason for the dismissal, we'll be able, Mr. Speaker, to prosecute it and be satisfied. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, how I wish the person who actually moved us to discuss this matter of county importance can give us that material so that we can be able to proceed, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. The Honourable Member for Mosop.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I actually want to ride on what Honorable Njuguna has just raised. Far much as the matter before the House as a matter of county importance is very emotive, Mr. Speaker. At this stage, from my own very personal view as an honorable member of this House, the sentiments what we have had, because what we are talking about, Mr. Speaker, are things that we have just heard, or maybe we have just read, but before this House, we really don't have anything that is substantial to allow us to execute this matter very well to its logical conclusion. Mr. Speaker, we saw the letters that were moving in the social media. Of course, one of the new CEOs has been adversely mentioned, not as a person, but because of the office which he actually bears. He is currently the chief officer in charge of human resource and all those other things, public service, Mr. Speaker. From the letter, if I also was able to read it, it has a bit of some explanation, if we can ride on the hearsays that we are hearing, because we don't have a proper document. Of course, Mr. Speaker, this is a house of facts, it is a house of order, and it is a house also that makes decisions. We have all the powers and the privileges, Mr. Speaker. But of course, we are equally supposed to conclude on matters based on facts and based on what we have heard, not on what we have seen, not on an assumption, Mr. Speaker. So, if I can be a devil's advocate, the said Mr. Kibushia, who is in the CEO Public Service, acted on a board resolution when I look at the letter, because it starts by saying, based on the board's resolution. So it was not his personal decision. This one, when he came to the office, Mr. Speaker, he found there were some resolutions that the board had made or recommended about these workers who seems to have been rendered jobless. And I think the part of the resolution was to fire them. The letter again goes ahead, Mr. Speaker, to talk about these are members who were employed back in 2014. And in 2014, when they were employed, I think there was some transition when the new governments came in, the other subsequent governments, because that is, I think, the first county assembly government that came in. It talks about they were irregularly admitted or employed, according to the letter, when they were coming in. So these members, the 24 great members of this county, were later on called to come and regularize their employment. They were supposed to regularize their employment in terms of a new employment letter or a new employment terms that came in, as per the letter that I have seen, Mr. Speaker. So when they were asked to come, because the new terms seems to have somehow tempered with their earnings or the current salary or grades which they were in, these members refused to go and pick those particular letters under the new terms and regularize their services. So, based on that, what I hear, also just the way we are hearing, is that they have been called severally to go and regularize their employment terms. They have been called regularly to go and pick those particular letters, which was a decision not by the current CEO, but by the previous members or the previous board which was existing, Mr. Speaker, which of course, even as we speak now, they don't exist.
What is it, the member for Shabab?
Mr. Speaker, the member is claiming that they were informed about they should go and pick the other letters, and that is information that we don't have in this house, Mr. Speaker. Maybe he can substantiate or give evidence of what he is saying, because some of these people were not even told to go and pick any letter. You see, as I said earlier, Mr. Speaker, you cannot, already I have an appointment letter. You cannot give me another appointment letter. I cannot go and pick another appointment letter without withdrawing the one that I have, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Member, allow the member for Mosop to finish up.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you for that interjection. In fact, that is the information that I'm trying to give, what we know, what we just heard in the air. We actually, as a house, we don't have any document that has been tabled to allow us conclude. So I think we are just ventilating on this matter as per what maybe I've heard, Mr. Speaker. So what we hear is that is what we hear. And of course, some of these things deriving from the letter, which all of us were able to see, that they were asked to pick. And even the members just mentioned that they were asked to pick some appointment letters, which they failed. In brief, Mr. Speaker, is that for this House, we feel, and we cannot, of course, be party to deliberate sacking of members who are on permanent and pensionable terms without any substantiative grounds, Mr. Speaker. We will not partake as a honorable House. We'll always, it is our duty to oversight and to be able to look at it. But at this stage, personally, myself, I find it very, I can call it very premature to have a conclusion, because there is a background. There are things that have been stated in these letters. There are things that we don't know. Even as we conclude, there is a mistake that has been done. But based on those things that we are claiming to be mistakes is what I'm now also seeing from the letter, that they refused. If you are called by employer that you come and regularize your employment terms, that you are coming in was not regular, and come and now regularize by a virtue of taking a new terms and issues like that, and you refuse, and you are still on a payroll, there are actions that, the employer can be able to take, Mr. Speaker. Whatever we are debating today, or those resolutions, were made by a board. You are aware, Mr. Speaker, today, we even don't have a board. So we are soon going to put in a new board that is going to come in, so that they're able to look at what was written previously. So in my own wisdom and thought, is that this being a house of law and house of procedure, I would personally request that we be vanished with the information, and we also get to hear the other part of the story. We have only seen and reacted to the people who have been sacked. 24 is a good number, and it is painful, of course. I've met others also along the corridor that made me also be able to develop a bit of knowing what really transpired. And I felt for them. You know, when you cry, you're having loans, you have to pay fees and issues like that. But we're trying to ask, what is the background? So for us to conclude, because I don't think we're having an inhuman type of an executive who will just wake up in the morning and decide to sack people, especially the board that was there. There must be a background. So for us to be able to execute this matter to its logical conclusion, we would personally request the concerned committee, maybe if there is a committee, to go and request, now that you don't have a board, maybe the CS, who is now the head of the public service, to furnish the House with information, substantiative information on what necessitated this, what actually made them to be sacked, what made the CEO be able to release the letter just a few weeks in the office, and so that you can be able to get a remedy, Mr. Speaker. But going by, maybe if the issue was simply for them to go and pick an appointment letter, which they may not have done as per the letter that we are seeing, then it will be also logical for them to go to the employer and pick those letters, Mr. Speaker, and regularize their terms of employment so that they can be retained. I don't think there might be anything major, Mr. Speaker. Personally, from what I see, if it is a matter of going to regularize your employment, which you are irregularly employed or you came in irregularly, then it's a very simple thing. But now it's making us very emotive, and we feel the pain, but let us get the facts so that we can be able to debate on this matter conclusively. Let us look at the facts, let us hear the workers, let us hear this other particular, let us hear the executive under the CS now, so that we can be able to prosecute this matter perfectly with facts as House of Law. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, the Honorable Deputy Speaker, and then I'll give a direction.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. I want to stand and support these matters of county importance in a way that, Mr. Speaker, sir, we are talking about 24 county employees. 24 is not just a number, Mr. Speaker. We are talking about lives of people. We are talking about families. I want to appreciate what the last speaker was saying, but I'm saying these are people who supports lives. If and when we discuss this issue, let them be reinstated first before we discuss any other issue. Because, Mr. Speaker, we are people's representative. We are here to represent people. And some of these people, and most of these people, we are known to them. There are people who elected us, Mr. Speaker. What will we say to them when we go back to them, Mr. Speaker? So I want to urge members, as we deliberate on these issues, I just want to beseech you, Mr. Speaker, to rule that we have a sitting with the arm of government, the executive arm of government, and those people that have purportedly been sacked, for us to give them an avenue to vent and tell us what transpired, Mr. Speaker, sir. But the condition should be from this House, let them be reinstated, because on a humanitarian ground, Mr. Speaker, we will be wrong if we stand and advocate that we are going to do a post-mortem thing while our brothers and sisters have suffered. So I want to urge members, tomorrow it might be somebody else. Today, these 24 people, it is their day. Tomorrow might be your sister or your brother. So we are here to make laws and to represent. One of our key roles is representation of our people. And we will fail if we are not going to stand with these 24 people. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, it is my humble plea that as a House, we get an avenue where we can sit down with the executive and we know what transpired. But before that, let these people be reinstated, and that and I want to support Honorable Nene, my neighbor, and say that let this matter be as soon as tomorrow. Because as we were talking to these people, some of them now, it's like they are not even heartbroken. This thing called depression. There's this thing called depression and all that. These people might be depressed, Mr. Speaker. And just the other day we were talking about a mental health issue. These are the things that promotes mental health. And you find people wanaongea tu kwa wakiwa wazimu. Si kwa sababu alizaliwa wakiwa wazimu ama amekuwa wazimu, kwa sababu ya mtu tu amekosa kufanya kazi yake. So, Bwana Speaker, mimi nikiunga mjadala huu mkono ni kusema ya kwamba tuzingatie maswala ya kibinafsi ama vile tunasema human rights, tuangalie ya kwamba sisi tumeitwa ili kuweza kusimama na watu wetu, na tuseme ya kwamba ni vibaya sana, Bwana Speaker, ili jambo watuongelei jambo la mwaka ambao ulipita 11 years. We've had like 2 other governments wamekuja, and it is astonishing that we are discussing an issue when the board have just elapsed. Kulikuwa na board ya Public Service Board imeenda nyumbani, atiza ndio barua inatolewa wakati wametoka. Kwa nini hawakufanya hili jambo wakati wamekuwa? They've been there for 6 years. They did nothing. Now that they are away, it's when we are told that now this letter was written back in July or June. As we are talking, Mr. Speaker, the Public Service Board, we don't have an active secretary. Her time expired. I wonder who signed that letter or who wrote that letter. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, we should not take this matter lightly. We are talking about not 24 lives, but hundreds of lives, because these people support many people. So, as a House, let's stand with our people. I beg to submit. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. I will proceed to the member for Naivasha East.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we have really come running because of this issue, because it is an issue that is very emotive. Mr. Speaker, let me put into perspective. There is a letter that was written for dismissal, but the letter also quoted another letter that was written on something to do with 28th or there in between, that the board that its time expired had written a letter. So in that letter, they had written that the board that hired the said officials on 20th January 2014, that that board never followed the law and it contravened items of County Government Act Cap 265 of the laws of Kenya. So, Mr. Speaker, when I did read the letter, I saw that there was something sinister about it. And, Mr. Speaker, it's good to argue from fact. From there then, Mr. Speaker, from 2014, January, when those people were hired, up to when the letter of termination was written, such that from 1st October, that the said members should not report. And they had argued that they had also told them to go for an aptitude test or something. So, Mr. Speaker, when you read the 3 documents once, Mr. Speaker, there is something terribly, very, very, very dangerous. Number one, the citation that there was contravention of a law by a board that sat in 2014. And that board, Mr. Speaker, was there during Kenothia Bogua's time. During Kenothia Bogua never fired the same. And remember, Kenothia Bogua was a running fella. When it came to our time, and by that particular time, when those people were hired, remember the current governor was the Speaker of this Honorable House. And you know, Mr. Speaker, if, for example, those people are dismissed, then it means that that assembly that is at by then also had a problem. Because if something happens now, this assembly will carry the what? The burden and the blame. So, Mr. Speaker, by dismissal now, it also questions the suitability of that assembly and the board by then. Number 2, Mr. Speaker, during Lee Kenyajui's time, we never fired those people because they were permanent and pensionable. So, Mr. Speaker, there is something that is terribly bad. Now we are in the 3rd year. So you add the 5 plus the other 5 of Lee plus now this, the 2. So those are how many years, members? 12. So, Mr. Speaker, we hired somebody by CEO Kibosia. Kibosia, I don't know whether he has received the salary because we have also not received. But the first assignment and action was the person, and remember, we were told, and I thank my Alex, the former majority leader, because we said that when the governor gives people job, we should not say that those people are not going to be hired. Remember, there was that debate, and we said because our people want a job, and the job is there, why should we fire? Now, Mr. Speaker, you cannot be hired to go and fire. You know, Mr. Speaker, that is now the elephant in the house. So, Mr. Speaker, we also say that the person who we hired and has gone out to fire also must face the same consequences, Mr. Speaker. Number 2, Mr. Speaker, and Mr. Speaker, this is a serious matter because we have been called and called and called. Mr. Speaker, when you have seen people who have been hired for 10 years, us, we have a role. And members, let us be humane. Some people, right now, they have a role. They have children to feed. Because 10 years, even if that person married then, it means that child is in grade now something. Because 12 years, that guy, that child is in grade 9 or something like that. If a person, if it was a girl and a man, and they married well, the genetic makeup, then the child is faster in terms of consumption of knowledge, then that child must have gone the other way. You know also that genetic makeup also brings problem. So, Mr. Speaker, what we are saying is this, that one, we have people who have a house to do what? To parent. We have people who have to feed their children. And because of that, they had loans because they were permanent and pensionable. Can you imagine? You have been told today, and that's why we have come running. Members, imagine you are hired permanent and pensionable. Mr. Speaker, I was a teacher. And there is nothing that was worrying, like being fired when you have a what? A loan. You may be auctioned. So, Mr. Speaker, what we are saying is simple, that letter is null and void ab initio. And this house must stamp its authority, so that because today, Mr. Speaker, it is them. Tomorrow, it will be another child's son. And remember, some of you, I heard when we were being given some jobs, the jobs were here. There are some people here, members, who, because their kids are also qualified, they were also hired. Can you imagine another government firing your child? And that time, you have also been fired by 190. You are not a member of this house. And now, you are here keeping quiet because it is not your son or it is not your brother. Yours will be fired. And I don't know where the current majority is. Because we also assisted him here or there. So what we are saying is this. You will keep quiet today, your child will be fired tomorrow. Because what comes out goes. So members, don't see any other thing. See that there is a contravention of the law. Last time, Mr. Speaker, so that I sit down. Mr. Speaker, this through that letter, and those people are listening to us and they are looking upon this house to stop. The Labour Committee, yesterday, is it yesterday? Yesterday they sat, and tomorrow, or any other day, we are supposed to give members of the board a job, isn't it? So what we are saying, and you know, Mr. Speaker, we said that if somebody will do not become a block for hiring, but we have to put this one on the line, that if at all they are not going to reinstate this one, we will not hire people tomorrow. Yes. Let the assembly be serious, Mr. Speaker. You cannot come here. When they want people hired, they call Alex, former majority. Mobilize. And because he is our senior, we hear. We caucus, and we in good faith. We hear. Because we do not want somebody ambaye alikuwa amepewa kazi akosa nini? Because the whole clan is depending on that somebody. Can you imagine what that family now will feel? And maybe, Mr. Speaker, there is one that has a sick father. And that's why I have come running. A sick father who is in a hospital with cancer. The person has been fired. And he has been fired not because of what he was told, even if the salary was brought down. So, Mr. Speaker, you cannot have 2 letters of appointment. So, Mr. Speaker, I urge this House to put sense in some people. Let us tomorrow, as we resolve this one, let us say that tomorrow we are not going to hire until those who are fired have been reinstated. And when they reinstate, we have no problem with hiring. In actual sense, we will hire even the one I had that is an octogenarian, more than 60 years, 17 years and above. So, Mr. Speaker, let the assembly stand for the weak. If this assembly will not stand for the oppressed, then a time will come when God himself will put his angels to hang you in different trees. I'm not threatening people, but that is the fact. If somebody who is crying because the father is carcinogenous, is in a hospital, the salary is not there, and you are here defending that, then you also have a problem. And that problem will come to you. Your child, even the majority, you know.
Order. Finish up.
Former majority knows. Your kid will be fired when you are in Mosop grazing cows.
The member for Mosop, you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think the former majority leader also, Karanja, is actually not in order to keep on mentioning me on this matter, Mr. Speaker, in terms of mobilization, if I can go to his points, and put it straight that this House, as a whip, whose duty is to mobilize members, it is not my duty to keep on mobilizing members, Mr. Speaker. And as far as going home is concerned, Mr. Speaker, I think it is, we are talking about a public service board, not the electorate. And these are people who are hired through a public service board, for your information, and not through elections. So the best thing that I've maybe gathered is that let us look for a better way of reinstating these people back to their jobs in a legal way, and they should not be sent home. Of course, I did not say that they are supposed to be sent home, Mr. Karanja, when I was contributing you out of the House. So what we said is that it is not right for them to be sent home, but let them also follow the legal procedures so that they are at the jobs legally, so that they can be in their place of duties legally without them wakikaa na wasiwasi since then, because of course it's a fact that from the letter they had already been told what they are supposed to do and they did not do. So personally I would wait, Mr. Speaker, for the directions so that we can be able to hear. But what I know, even as we speak now, those people, what I know, because he has mentioned me as an authority, is that what I know is that these people, as we ventilate, they may not be going home, but they are going back to legalize and formalize their terms of employment. That is the conclusion of what I know. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. The honourable member for...
The information, Mr. Speaker, is important. Or you had it. The letter that...
Honourable Karanja, now that it was a matter of county importance, we do not, the members do not have the letters are not tabled. And so after this is now when we can set an environment to have the letters tabled and all that, so that now we can know. Because if you read, then we are not able to ascertain the source. Or do you have a different thing apart from the letter, maybe, the Honorable Karanja?
Mr. Speaker, I have all the letters, but because now they are, because I wanted the House to get what the content is, because from what I have heard, from, you know, we are two formers. One is a former. The other one is former. So what Mr. Speaker, I was saying is this, we need to get the content right. If you get the content right, then that one is, and also the information that I wanted to give Mr. Speaker, this House is an authority. This House is an authority. And if you check what the Senate did last time, it is stopped, even including the E2E government. Mr. Speaker, this House has the authority to stop the firing until the matter is heard by this House and determined. So what, Mr. Speaker, I'm seeking and I'm asking the House to do is to stop the sending off the members until this House listens both sides and determines what course of action. When the former majority says that they follow the legal way, how does he know that they were employed 10 years? He was not a member of this House. So, Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Karanja,
my plea, Mr. Speaker,
yes, put in your plea without referring to whichever other member.
He is an authority. I told you he is an authority.
Order.
No, I forget you. As a footnote, I forget you. So, Mr. Speaker,
order. The two of you need to be seated. The member for Mosop, have your seat. Order. The honorable member for Mosop. now use your microphone.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The honorable member who is making a lot of noise in the House, Mr. Speaker, is not well dressed to be in the House, Mr. Speaker, and he can stand and we look at him. Is he in decorum to be able to address this House this afternoon? Let us look from the shoe, Mr. Speaker.
I will address that.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, my plea, and that's why...
Order. The honorable member for Naivasha East, have your seat.
Yes, but you must decolonize the mind.
Order, have your
Yes,
seat.
we decolonize the mind first.
Have your seat. The honorable member for Viwandani.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And I want to just raise to debate on these matters of county importance. As you have heard, Honorable Speaker, while you are seated there where you are, and the House is an authority, whatever we are going to decide in this House will be referred years back, as we are referring the first assembly that was initiated here back in 2014. The Public Service Board then was unanimously agreed that they are equal to the task, and they were promoted from one cadre to the other to a permanent and pensionable members serving this county, this great county of Nakuru. It is very shameful, Honorable Speaker, me and you and others seated in this House supporting some people who, as the Deputy Speaker has stated clearly, whoever has signed the letter, his term already has ended. Where is this authority coming from? The other person who is signing the letter, he has not even received the salary. So, how many people are going to be sent home by the same CEO who he will think or tell us that they were hired or illegally? Mheshimiwa Speaker, haiwezekani, na ndio tunasema kama kesho the Labour Committee, if they are here, they can remember that we had a motion that and a report that was tabled here of the 5 county askaris. And because of their illegal firing, this House resolved that they be reinstated to their work. Until today, they have not been reinstated, Honorable Speaker. Then we cannot sit here and approve people to go and hire more of employee in the executive or in the county assembly of county government of Nakuru. Mheshimiwa Speaker, hiyo haifai, na tunafaa kusimamisha hata hiyo mada na mswada na ripoti ya kesho. Tuisimamishe pia mpaka hii mambo kwanza ya kuwe resolved, na tujue kwa nini ile tuliyopitisha mwanzo sasa ni mwaka unaenda kuisha haija kuwa implemented. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Speaker.
Thank you. I would proceed to give a direction so that we...
Mr. Speaker.
Any new information?
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I had asked earlier to be issued with the letters of termination and the letters of engagement. However, Mr. Speaker, I have not been issued with the letter of engagement, but I have seen the letter of termination through Honorable Mariam here, Mr. Speaker, and the letter is defective, Mr. Speaker.
Order. The Honorable, you had asked for letters because you did not have them.
That I can make the comment.
So the Honorable member for Naivasha East cannot purport to be the source of letters.
Mr. Speaker.
Or if you'd be quoting from his sources, then yes, that would not qualify it that it's a source from this Honorable House. So if you agree, then Honorable member for El Bagon, we can proceed to make it happen for the provision and the supply of the letters as they are.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And the letter has also been circulated in the page of the elected members. That's why I have seen that letter, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, I might not be informed into legal matters. Although I'm not a legal Puritan. But, Mr. Speaker, I understand the meaning when a member is engaged, the member of public is engaged. He signs a contract with the employing authority, Mr. Speaker. And that contract of those employees who have been dismissed, Mr. Speaker, hold waters, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we are running into a dangerous route of being penalized by the courts, Mr. Speaker. And that will be having a ripple effect, Mr. Speaker, to the development of this county, Mr. Speaker. Number two, Mr. Speaker, the authority that dismissed those individuals, Mr. Speaker, have no authority, Mr. Speaker. He cannot purport to be acting and to be a communication officer of the Public Service Board of Nakuru. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, as you be making your ruling, Mr. Speaker, and I would wish to quote the section of the County Government Act, that is section 63 that they have quoted in their letter, Mr. Speaker, it does not hold water, it does not add weight, there are no grounds for dismissal, and the ground cannot be that because I did not pick my letters, I am dismissed, Mr. Speaker. There have never been such kind of, Mr. Speaker, thing. Mr. Speaker, if the letters can be pressed into my pigeon, and Mr. Speaker, by one way or one of the things, Mr. Speaker, I failed to pick my letters, Mr. Speaker, the members of the public and any authority that employs me, Mr. Speaker, cannot terminate my presence here or the permanent or the issues of I being a member of this House, Mr. Speaker. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, there is a concern, Mr. Speaker, and we need to look into this matter seriously, because if we do not take urgent measures, Mr. Speaker, we are going to go into a trivial way, and we are going to be treated as a kangaroo county, and a county that does not uphold the law. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I would wish, Mr. Speaker, that you rule, Mr. Speaker, both the representative of the board who are currently in the office, including the chairperson, the human resource director, and also, Mr. Speaker, the county public service officers, CEC, who is actually newly appointed. And this officer here, Mr. Speaker, who actually wrote that letter, Mr. Speaker, they come to this house, not even to any committee, Mr. Speaker, but before the committee of the whole house, so that we discuss this matter, and we put them to the stand, Mr. Speaker, so that they tell us what do they mean, and why do they write letters of this nature, letters that look as if the individual never go into the classroom, Mr. Speaker. An individual even do not understand what they are doing, Mr. Speaker. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I would wish that you make a ruling that the committee of the whole house tomorrow sit down and look at this matter so that we go to the conclusion, and the status quo, Mr. Speaker, before even they come, must remain, Mr. Speaker. Let those people continue enjoying their services because they are citizens of this county. And for your information, Mr. Speaker, we know about the career progression. They are supposed to be promoted, and this house must rule as such. Thank you.
Thank you. Having listened to the members and your sentiments, whereas we also know and hear the urgency of the matter, we are also alive to the fact that this house works through the committees. And so I will rule as follows. Honorable members, I have listened keenly to the debate and the issues raised by the various members. I note that the pertinent issues have been raised touching on the violation of rights and labor-related matters as well. To this end, I direct that the Committee on Labor, Gender, Youth and Social Welfare, and the Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs to immediately initiate joint investigations on the matter and report to this House not later than 4th November 2025. So that means that the investigations and the mandate of the joint committee, that is the Committee on Labor and JLAC, that is the Justice and Legal Affairs, starts immediately. So, honorable members, it is so directed. Thank you.
Speaker,
Point of order.
What is the order?
Speaker, because this is a matters that touches to the life and the living standard of the people of such, the 24 people who are affected, with the request through your office, please, 4th November is too far. If you can just please give at least 7 days, because this is a matter that touches to the life of the people, and it is very important. At least, Mr. Speaker, the committees that you've mentioned, I know they are aggressive people, na ni watu ambayo wanaweza jituma kikazi. So me among themselves, please give us 7 days only. We are going to report back to this house. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Because you have,
Honorable Karanja,
you have ruled, but it is also good to digest. Even a ruling is regurgitated.
So, honorable members, for clarity, there are, of course, we understand the gravity and, of course, the urgency of the matter. And we've directed that the joint committee, that is the Labor and JLAC, meets immediately. If you listened carefully, and report to this House not later than 4th November. So that means that they can even give a report on Tuesday or even tomorrow. Because again, we do not want to look as if the ceiling above us is tumbling down. This House works on procedures, and we also know that our committees are procedural. Thank you. That is ruled. The Honourable Member for Naivasha East.
It is ruled, Mr. Speaker, but it's also good for us to understand.
Order.
So, Mr. Speaker, what I was just requesting is that, because this matter touches so many people, we put, the way we do put there, the committee of the whole, but read by the two committees. Yes. For the
next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, those are the orders of the afternoon sitting.
Next order.
Honorable members, this House is adjourned to tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you for the guidance.